Right, and we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Sports. And we are ready for Derby number 2. The Lions beating the Stormers earlier. Stormers currently in a complete meltdown. And Lions, on the other hand, have put themselves in contention for a potential playoff place. So Steve is sitting here as a very, very happy Lions fan, which hasn't happened in a while. It was very happy about 3 months ago. The last 2 months have been quite hectic. But the Lions, with that win, have actually put themselves. They're actually still a point behind the Stormers, technically, because the Stormers did get that losing bonus point. But the Lions are now 2 points behind 8th with 2 games in hand on Edinburgh. So, in theory, they were to win one more of those 2 games that actually go into 8th. So, they very much kept their season alive with today's win. The Stormers, they're now a point behind 8th, but no games in hand. So, that is their well and true position. So, running out of time a little bit of the Stormers, the Lions still got 2 more games where they can try and. I mean, they get, for example, the bonus point win and even the bonus point loss and get like 6 points, for example, they can put themselves well and truly into that top 8 mix, which is good to see. Yeah, so I just wanted to really just sort something out quickly. So I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, just as I actually got live, we have this to sort something else out. So give me 2 seconds, and we'll come back and do the teams. Right, apologies for that. I am back. And we've still got a bit of time for kickoff, to be fair, so nothing too serious over there. I want to know what your score predictions are, people. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm going to even ask you, what are your score predictions? Question mark. Yeah, let me know. And who you sporting? Yeah, we've got a poll saying who you sporting. At the moment, Bulls see more sport, which is always interesting. I always feel that Sharks are probably the biggest sported team in the country after the Stormers, because a lot of the friggin' Joburgers bloody support the Sharks. Not happy about that situation. Maybe they'll come to us now that we're starting to win again, which is slowly. Yo, why does Loftus look so terrible? Very brown grass, just very. I suppose they had concerts there recently. That's why. They had. It's called Passion. That I don't know if it's a concert or a festival, not a festival, but like a conference type thing. I don't know. That was there at Loftus a few weeks ago, so that's probably why the field's not looking too good. But anyway, we do have a match coming up, and we do have a starting lineup. And as soon as I can find my tab, I can tell you exactly what the starting lineup is. And guys, we've got a bit of a problem here. I've lost my rugby pass. You guys, it's very strange. The problem is I can't even tell you the team off the top of my head because it's not like it's your usual Sharks or Bulls side. You know, where we at? Bulls versus Sharks. Yeah, lots of changes, and I'm interested to see what everybody feels is going to be the predicted sort of score here, because not the usual teams. Sharks in an absolute injury crisis. 19 players unavailable today, and then if you look at the Bulls, they've been rotated. So here is the Shark side. Into Bongi Manambi, Chevin Yakan in that front row, and all Springbok cat front row, in fairness. Corny Royal next to Jason Jenkins in the second row. Tino Tina, Mavazera, Vincent Chantuka, and Pepsi Buthelezi in that back row. So even despite the fact they've got 19 players unavailable, I think they've still got about 6 Springboks in the starting lineup. Because Nkunu's capped, Bonga Manambi's capped, Chevin Yakan is capped, I think Jason Jenkins is capped, Pepsi Buthelezi is capped, Grant Williams is capped, Kanya Arms capped, as is Jordan Hendrickson. So they've actually got 7 Springboks, despite all their issues. But anyway, Grant Williams will partner Siamasuku in the halfback pairing, Ethan Hooker, Yao Penkley, and Jordan Hendrickson in the back 3. Lakanya in the inside centre today with Lorenzo Julius, who's just got a call up to the alignment camp, by the way, at outside centre. Substitutes are Ethan Bester, also got a surprise call up. Ruan Dre, also Springbok capped, by the way. Then Honor Jacobs, Jean-Louis Labaskakni, Janis Porkita, Bradley Davids, Francois Fenter, also Springbok captain Jaco Williams. So plenty of Springbok experience, despite not maybe being their strongest side. If we look at the Bulls, who are about to come out now, Jan Hendrik Wessels, Jan Kobler, Wilco Low. It's a power front row with Ruan van Mark and JF van Heerden. I tell you what, I think Ruan van Mark was quite hard done by not to be in that alignment camp, as Ambrose Pierre comes out with his, I believe, wife. Don't want to assume, but I think it is. I think they are married. For his, I think it's 100th cap for the Bulls, I want to say. What a servant he's been, and he's also back in the Springbok mix with that alignment camp, which is really, really good to see. But then you've got Malcolm Starr, Reynald Ludwig, and Nizam Carr in the back row. Ambrose Pierre next to Billy LaRue starting once again at 10. And then you've got Sergio Peterson, Kane Moody, and Devin Williams in your outside backs. Your centers are Harold Forster, David Creel. Off the bench, it is Aka van der Merwe also getting that call up to the Springbok alignment camp. Gerard Stennekamp, Francois Klopper, Janus Kirsten, Pilo Gamede, Zach Berger, Buddha Chamberlain, and Apira Dianti. Proper class off the bench there. See my predictions over here, a couple of WhatsApp groups. I'm reckoning I'm going to see a Bulls by 10. That's my call. Maurice van der Westhuizen, by the way, is our referee today. Right, let's sort this out. Okay, cool. We've got ready for kickoff, and Bulls have got ball in hand, so they'll start. Billy LaRue is going to use that left boot of his to get going. A little bit of a false start there from a couple of players, and he does get underway as he goes down that right-hand side, and it'll be an early touch from Jordan Hendrickson in the number 15 jersey today, and he uses that large boot back on the high fold as Jordan Hendrickson to find touch towards the halfway line. Nice little start there from the Sharks, and they'll settle in quite nicely with that Give me some. So Wolfie's going Sharks by 10. I think that's a bold call. In fairness, I think this Bulls side's got too much, to be honest. Even with the Bulls rotating, I think it's a very, very good side. It's a good lineup there coming from the Bulls. And now Zamkar bashes up in the middle. Robespierre goes to the boot. Couple of chases here. Kane Moody's going to give chase. Slightly too far from Robespierre, but it's contestable. And it goes back from Kane Moody into the hands. Oh, knocked forward, I think it is, from Sergio Peterson. Yeah, Pentland comes away with it. He goes to the boot, and we'll basically reset exactly where we were for another line-out. And Kabbalah goes to everyone from our good line that, and Robespierre goes short of Villaroo, and he goes to Hales Forster. Bulls want to have start well because it's not the strongest Sharks side, but if they start getting a bit of momentum, then they'll want it. It will be interesting for me as a front row battle. United Vessel's picking up and going. Good hands there. Devin Williams now dazzles in behind for Kane Moody to give chase, and he's almost got the pace of Jordan Henson, so eventually manages to go down on the ball. Good work there from the fullback, but under a lot of pressure, might be conceding a penalty if he's not careful. Does concede the penalty. Very good work there from Kane Moody. He wanted to pick that up to go for a bit of a quick tap. Not happening though, so it will be a. I'll probably just go to the line here, to be honest. And they do just pop it into the corner, so the Bulls have an early opportunity to try and go for the try here. And off the back goes Jan Kabbalah. Good work that from him. 5 meters short now. And boys, the Young Hendrik Vessels, there's the start the Bulls would have wanted. A couple of phases. And I said watch out for Young Hendrik Vessels today because I think he's got something to prove at the moment. He doesn't get as many opportunities for the Bulls as I think he'd like. And he goes straight over, and the Bulls starting for well as they would have liked. Not the start the Sharks would have wanted. And it's just good continuity here. Robespierre, a bit of a slip, but Malcolm Staden makes it and then just pops it up to United Vessels, and the Sharks' defense completely napping. That is dreadful defense, if you're going to be brutally honest. Dreadful. Right, so and there are no issues from the kick over there. So 7 points to 0 within 4 minutes. Sharks have been talked all week about having a good positive start, and that's not what they've gotten at all. So not the start they would have wanted. Bulls ahead, and now a mountain to climb for the Sharks. Robespierre goes to the boot. Sergio Peterson goes to Jordan Hendrickson. Hendrickson does well. And penalty coming to Grant Williams. So a little bit over-eager there. I think the Bulls player is trying to get through that. And we went for Mark. I think it's painful going off his feet. So now Siamasuka can get themselves into the corner. Much better this year from the Sharks. Opportunity to try and set up a set-piece attack from. I think the set-piece is going to be crucial here for the Sharks. I think that scrum could have potentially maybe hold up. Bulls put in a scrumming clinic last week. So, big opportunity for them to continue that momentum. I think if the Sharks, though, can try and counter that, then that's a big weapon from the Bulls that they have removed away. So I've just got something that's not working on my side, and I'm just worried it's going to crash the stream. So give me just 2 seconds of here while I've got a bit of break and play. Right, no, good line at that, and Jason Jenkins coming away with it, and good defence that now. So the Sharks on the front foot, but Bulls' defence so far is up well. Grant Williams goes to Vincent Tuka, captain the Sharks. They gets the offload away to Lekanya. Lekanya caught on the ball by Ruben Vermaak, doing very well. There's the Bulls' lock. Big counter-attack coming from the Bulls. Jason Jenkins, nice carry from him. Penalty advantage from Morris from the Versfeld, and Grant Williams is going to go to the boot. Basuku tries to chip over the top and can't be regathered. They'll go back for the penalty advantage. Interesting decision now here for the Sharks. It's towards the 22 on the right-hand side. I think it's fairly kickable. And they've got 2 good goal kickers in Sia Masuku as well as Jordan Hendrickson. So do they want to go to the corner? Do they go for poles? I personally probably go for poles if I had the chance here. He's even coming inside as Morris from the Versfeld. So that would be my suggestion. It's a late tackle from Markham Starden is what he's been pinged for. It's really sloppy from him. It looks like they're going to go to the corner though, the Sharks. Wanganami ball in hand. Just Sharks in a good position to try and hit back immediately. Decent looking crowd actually sitting at Loftus as well. It's always a big game when you play against the Sharks. Lots of Joe Bay Sharks supporters. And the phones are all out there. Got to add to the gram. Richard Suka pops it down to Grant Williams. Goes to Yao there. Grant Williams to Masuku. Masuku long pass out wide. Oh, that's beautiful from the Sharks. Absolutely stunning as Ethan Hooker goes over. Set move with the back of the line. Oh, good hands, slick hands. Training ground move and a very, very nice response to the Bulls. It's exactly what you want. Nothing particularly complicated about that. It was literally just straight down. I mean, I don't even think they had one phase. Val Penkler back splashed it up. Then Grant Williams. Dummy runner to Masuku. Lovely long pass out wide to Ethan Hooker. The Sharks, the Bulls defense rather, has been called inside. And then just, yeah, very quickly off to the wing. No, it's good work. It's tidy. Very, very tidy. Yep, and no issue there for Jordan Henderson, who's got the kicking duties today. He squares up the balls and 7 points apiece. Down the middle once again to Jordan Henderson. This time he wants to run it as Jordan Hendrickson. Eventually brought down by Markov and Starden. Grant Williams now looking for a couple of blockers. Corner roll obliges. Grant Williams goes to the boot, lifts it high in the air. That's a very good take that from Yao Penkler. Corner roll. Grant Williams, long pass out wide to Masuku. Masuku, they're spaced out wide for the Sharks here. The Kanya shows and goes, gets the offload away to Uenza Julius. Fighting to try and get through the tackle. Williams goes to Tuka Tunu. And they're on it. Grant Williams now going to the boot. No, decides not to. Goes to Masuka. Masuka now with a bit of a cross kick. They obviously spot a bit of space out wide towards Yao Penkler. It's a good take from him. Just not sure is the right option. He goes to the boot. He goes straight into the hands of Mbosa Pierce. Turnover boy for the Bulls. Ludwig now. Captaining today. Jake White very much liking to sort of distribute captaincy duties. And that is horrible from Billy LaRue. Wants to go to the up and under, and he's kicked it so far wide. It's gone out on the full. Not ideal, and the Sharks will have an attacking line. A bit of a messy patch to play there, and not ideal at all. Right, so opportunity now for the Sharks to get sort of back into it. I still want to talk about it. So Wolfie said Sharks by 10. Anybody else got any sort of predictions? Anyone else putting the cock in the block, as they say, to try and throw it out there and see what you reckon is going to happen? Interesting enough as well, by the way, the Bulls don't have their the school socks on like the Sharks do. We saw the similar thing with the Lions. Maybe it's just an away team thing. I don't know. I don't know why it would be an away team thing. It's a bit weird. Right, so finally we're getting it played. So at the moment, the 75% win prediction for the Bulls, by the way, which is interesting given that it's 7-7. But it's a good take from Vince Tuka, back down to Grant Williams. Masuku goes short to Kanyam, pops it up to Pace Bootleys, coming around the corner. Oh, well, he's actually allowed there, wasn't Zamkar, and then he released it. I think he wasn't, and the referee actually got it, so he could have actually held on to that. Well, bumps off one, does and then gets away from Tuka Tunu, throws away one, gets another going. He's always so difficult to stop, as in Tuka Tunu. Loves running in the deep. I'll tell you what, someone's down. I think that might be. Well, straight back down to Pepsi Boutelezi. Could be Lakanya who's down and holding it. No, it's Trevin Yukani. In fact, but Ethan Hooker in the meantime has made a good break. Big tackle coming from Kane and Moody on him. Jan Krobler has pickpocketed that brilliantly. Billy Roo pops it up to Nizam Carr. The counter attack could be on your Shirley Peterson, brought down by Jordan Hendrickson. Now back to Billy LaRue. Billy LaRue got a bit of time now to find a good clearance. Doesn't find touch into the hands of Yao Penkler. He wants to run at Yao Penkler. And he gets driven back in the tackle slightly, though. So but Sharks do well to scramble and find him with his paw. Got his options to his left and right. Goes to the left. Pace Boutelezi. Ball comes loose. Knock-on advantage coming from the Bulls. So back to the hands of Tino Mansvera. Renzo Julius tackled now. On the 10-meter line here are the Sharks. He's pointed to go in as Grant Williams. And does go to the boot. And they'll go back for the knock-on advantage. I think our first come of the day, actually. Yeah, that's Trevin Yukana, and he's limped off. That's not good to see. And they've got a very big shortage at the moment of players as it is. That's their 20th unavailable player now. I think he's done his ankle. Yeah, completely done his ankle. Could be his ligaments. And when you're that age, that's not the kind of injury you want to be getting. Not a bad scrum from the Sharks. They managed to keep balls at bay for now. Honor Yaka's going to have to do a big shift now. He's going to have to go 60. Oh, that is awful. He just missed the ball there, has Sia Masuku. That's the wildest thing I've ever seen. And they got the ball back, though, to be fair, so it kind of worked. Pick up and go coming from Lakanya. Sharks, this is a very messy game so far. Very little fluidity, apart from that one move from the Sharks. But that's been it, really. And then lost forward from Jordan Henderson. We'll go back for the scrum. I'd imagine, yeah, we do. Just not managed to hold on there, Hendrickson. Very wet ball, I think. I think that's the big thing. I think we're seeing the rain from the week settling in. A lot of handling areas. I mean, I think it was 15 handling areas the Stormers had. Jordan Henderson to the show and go. And then just as he's trying to make the ball available to get it up to Bongi Manambi, slipping in, coming out forward. Sean Farrell says, I'll be surprised if the Sharks have any players left with all the injury. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, as I said, that's player number 20 is not unavailable. Look, Sia Khaleesi and Jaden Hendricks aren't injured. They're just on Springbok leave. I don't know how long that is. But they'll be back next weekend. You can see how there's a lot of water under the feature. I think the scrum's going to be messy today. Difficult for one team to really get a grip. Right, 15 minutes so far, 14 points on the scoreboard as most Pierre feints to start to go down the side, and then stumble there coming from the Zamcar. You can see a lot of the players losing their footing. A lot of knock-on so far. I don't think we're in for an all-time classic, to be honest. Embrace Pierre goes long. That's a good kick from him, to be fair. Finds touch, which is the main thing. Well, Grant Williams goes short, and Honor Yorkers comes up to a good carry. Ball available. Grant Williams looking to go to the boot. Does go to the boot. And it's knocked back by Yao Penkler. And no advantage. They'll go back to the penalty for offside, actually. It's against the Sharks. I initially thought it was for a Sharks penalty. But it's a Bulls penalty for the Sharks being offside. Right, Billy Lou going to touch. Does find a good touch finder. So as we head towards the 18th minute, pretty 50-50 in all fairness. See the Sharks there. Vincent Tuka actually himself straying offside, and that's what the penalty is for. So that allows Bulls to find a touch just short of the 22. And it's been stolen in the line. That's a very good steal there from the Sharks. Sia Masuku, long pass out wide towards Uenge Julius. Space in front. He's probably going to try. Look, he's going to go at the outside. Look at this turn of pace. And he gets the offload away to Hooker. Hooker comes back inside. And he gets the offload away to Lakanya Lakanya gets the offload away to Grant Williams. This is brilliant from the Sharks. Masuku now goes for the kick down the right hand side. Needs to hold up. Maybe to give them a chance. In the end, it's a good option either way, to be fair. And their fine touch on the 5-meter line, brilliant work. I mean, to go from 22 to the 5-meter is fantastic work that from the Sharks. I think it was the right option as well from Siamasuku. The kick in behind, if it held up, it could have been interesting. But even then, they pinned them back on the 5-meter line. So, very, very good game awareness. And the Sharks putting Bulls under a lot of pressure now. Got to get this line right as Jan Kabbalah. The Sharks will definitely look to compete. They're going with a 4-man line out. They got to run for Mark. They don't compete. Straight down back to Embarrassing Pierre. Markham is starting now. Rising to Bongi Manami and Vincent Tuka trying to hold him up. Bongi Manami doing well to get himself out of the bottom of that rack. Embarrassing Pierre goes back to Villu in the pocket. A little bit of a nudge coming from Jason Jenkins. Just saying hello. Having a break on play. Sharks players down. I think this is Bongi Manambi actually, so they can't really do much until they get him back onto his feet. Doesn't look very happy yet. Looks like a decent crowd, and they don't open the top sides of Loftus, which is a nice idea. Try and really back everybody into the bottom over here. Bongi Manambi back on his feet and good to continue. Bongi Manambi at the back of the row anymore, looking pretty solid here from the Sharks. Yeah, Pink, that's nice work there. And Jaden Hendrickson now, bit of space. Hendricks stays back inside, but he still goes in. Hendricks wrapped up by Kane and Moody. Now ball in behind. You introduces after this, but I think Villaroo will win the race. And he runs it out actually as Villaroo. So it should be a 5-meter line out here. 5-meter scrum, unless there's an advantage for something. And they go short. Vincent took a look to run it back up. Good tackle there coming from Jan Hendrik Vessels and Johan Krabbelot. Back on 22 though. The Sharks on the front foot. Popping up short from Mavazera. Zimbabwean international. He's wearing his Zimbabwe socks actually. Unless there's St. John socks, which he might have gone to. I'm not entirely sure. Good to carry that from corner roll into 22. And the pop-up goes back to the Bulls' hands. I'm not sure it's the right option that from corner roll. Yeah, Bulls under a lot of pressure, and I think just trying to cope. And the Sharks on the front foot, the question is, can they start making this count? Yeah, Morris van der West just trying to hurry things up. The instruction comes from Ntunu to Bongi Manambi. Vilko Low spins away from it. Robespierre goes to the boot. Goes long. Now Pinkler pops it up to Grant Williams. Grant Williams will give it a space. You don't want to give him any space if you're the Bulls because he will punish you. Chunu just bouncy off your helicopter there. Now Pinkler comes in to scrub off. Masuku goes high. Ethan Hooker's after it. Up against Damon Williams. It's allowed to bounce. Goes back the Shark side, but into the hands of David Creel. Creel manages to get onto the boot. I don't know if the referee's called. Yeah, I think the referee's called off. Yeah, I think there must have been a knock on. The camera work's not particularly good. Yeah, forward of Devin Williams is the call here. Paul Boy's high is where from Devin Williams is from. Another injury. Oh, it's Unu's down. It doesn't look anything too serious. They've already lost Chevin Yakane have the Sharks, so they won't be wanting to lose their loose head either. That becomes a very, very long game for the reserve front row, especially given how dominant the Bulls front row is, and they've got 2 good front rows as well to contend with. Guys, going to get strapped up here by the physios. And it'll be good to continue. It'll be a Shark scrum when we do resume. What else happened in the URC this weekend? I'm a little bit out of it, actually. Let's go and see what some of the results have been so far. Right, so last night, Zebra beating Edinburgh. That's a huge result. That was the only one I actually seen so far. Leinster just beating the Ospreys. It's quite interesting. And then later this evening, we've got Benson versus Ulster, Munster versus Scarlets, Connacht versus Cardiff. Tomorrow, the sole game is Dragons versus Glasgow Warriors. Alright, waiting for the scrum now. Which I'm sure will probably be a reset. And of course, we haven't even started scrum, we've got the reset going. Come on, let's get the scrum going here, people. Come on, come on. I don't know that. Can't be having again. It's going to carry on with just, like, no actual action. That's a big scrum coming from the Bulls, but Grant Williams managed to come away. They go short to Sia Masuku. And at the left-hand side, they go to Hanno Jacobs. He's going to have to try and continue with Gerard Steenekamp later. Irene Julius. Hendrickson goes to Jaap Penkler. Grant Williams goes to Jason Jenkins. Oh, it's been intercepted though by Ruin for Mark. And he sits down Masuku and eventually actually just basically just goes onto his knees, tripping over Masuku. And penalty for the Sharks just as they manage to win the ball back. The Bulls, they can see the penalty. It's a great turn. I think it's Hanno Jacobs as well. The big tighter getting involved. I'm adding his weights, but mostly with the tighter there. They're taking the points here, the Sharks, to try and get themselves into the lead for the first time in the game. But unfortunately, he has missed it. So the score remains 7 apiece. And they have a restart with the 22 here. Billy LaRue with ball in hand. Sarah now. Asked told to release it. Bongi Manambi pops it up to corner roll. Grant Williams goes to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to the Kanya The Kanya trying to get around Al Forster unsuccessfully. Loves the possession stats. Yep, Pink play after it. And it's a very good take from Billy LaRue, showing his fullback ability there. So Bulls finally have a bit of possession. Harold Forster, that's deep kicking behind. That could actually work really nicely. It's actually ended up being a tell you what. Where has that gone out? Just outside the 22, says the touchline. Maybe Jordan Henderson potentially influencing that, because that was very close to being a 22. It's a brilliant kick from Harold Forster. And the Bulls have been under pressure for the last 15 minutes. Finally have a bit of territory inside Sharks half. Even with the slip. And I think they actually might be having a look at you to see where this actually crosses. The Bulls are convinced that 50-22. Connie Ross taking a while to arrive. Jason Jenkins trying to get himself back in the box mix. Hasn't quite worked for him yet. Kubas Viso, on the other hand, has actually gotten a call. And penalty not coming for the Sharks. So it's just from the interception attempt there from Aaron Ludwig. No attempt really to catch it. Always in a penalty, unfortunately. Masuku goes up to the boot. It's a brilliant take from Yao Penclip. Turnover ball now. Williams. Tunu. Thought about passing the side. Just hold on. Now it's being thrown back. Williams spins around. See Masuku goes to the left boot, ball over the top. Henderson to give chase. It's tossed backwards, but Ambrose Pierce going to go clear under a lot of pressure. Thrown to the ground by Ethan Hooker. Gets over the ball immediately and turns it over. That's brilliant work from Ethan Hooker. Turn ball inside 22. Masuku dabs in behind for Henderson to give chase. I think it's just going to run too far. And they'll go back for the 2022. It was scrum here now, and I think this is penalty time, to be perfectly honest. I think Volko Lowe has been waiting for this opportunity for a Bulls feed to really have a go into, United Vessels up against Honor Yaku should be an interesting battle. Yaku is very highly rated as the youngster. United Vessels as I don't think really stopped past the litmus test so far for scrummaging. We all know how good he is in the loose, but I don't think. I don't think yet he's known for his prowess at scrummaging at Lucid. He also doesn't have enough games at Lucid, really, to really understand exactly what it's all about, even the fact he has played at international Lucid. And there is the penalty for the Bulls, as kind of expected. And it's against Vilko Lowe. It's just too good. Far, far, far too good. But they don't find touch, so it's a chance gone big, and I'm having a bit of space. Got to go to the pace. He gets it into Pepsi Boudelezi. Pepsi Boudelezi is going to go all the way. Is he not? Oh, he runs into Villaroo. Does well, stands up well for the tackle. Quick ball now for Grant Williams. And a bit of pressure. Mavasero, who created this move, comes away with the penalty advantage here for the Sharks as well. And now I think we're going to get to see a yellow card to Villaroo as well. So the Bulls playmaker is going to have 10 minutes in the bin. Not what they needed with being under so much pressure anyway. Bulls down to 14 for the rest of the half. And you got to take the points here, is Jay. I don't think it's the worst idea. They've had a lot of opportunities with the Sharks. Haven't quite been able to take it. So I think taking the points is not the worst idea. Right, no, this time no mistakes. So a 3-point lead. Now Hendricks once again under it's been a big kick coming from Random Ludwig. He's been everywhere today as Random Ludwig. He always is, isn't he? You know, everybody just trying to find the next replacement for Peter Steph the toy. They decide not to go to the box kick. The Kanye Arm's going to use that left boot of his. You got a decent angle on that. Does stay in touch though. Creel sends it inside to Sertal Peters. Sertal Peters got Devin Williams with company. What could Devin Williams conjure up? He goes out. Oh, not the best pass to Harold Forster, who knocks it forward. Yeah, not good. Not good for the Bulls. There's a break in play. I think it's an injury further down the field. Dongi Minami's down. Morris van der Best isn't going to go try and find out what the story is, because if he's going off, they need to bring in someone to... Oh dear, Trevor Nikon is back. He's on crutches. So he's on crutches. Bongi Minambi looks like he might be off here. Right, so Bongi Minambi is back. Grant Williams feeds the scrum. Big pressure coming, and he needs to get that out. And he locks it forward as Grant Williams under the pressure from the scrum. And Wilco Lowe's going to have a field day here. He's just settled in now. Goodness me. This bull scrum is so impressive. It's one of the best scrums in the country. It's probably the best scrum in the country, one of the best scrums in the competition, in all honesty. I'll actually look at the stats. I think they're about third. Let me actually go check that. Might even be changed. Where's the scrums here? Here we go. Scrums, Benton, of all people, have apparently ranked first. They've got a 96% scrum percentage rate. The Bulls going into this game is 94, but they've got 16 scrum penalties. Benton have got 17. Edinburgh 25. That's insane. I'd love to actually see who's got... I'm going to go to that specific scrum. I'd love to see how many, which team's got the most scrum penalties. Edinburgh having 25 is mental. It's another big scrum. Yazoo has another penalty advantage as well. And I'll go back for the penalty. Yeah, the Bulls scrum settled in now. Sharks, this is where it starts to get very, very ominous. When they're that dominant and it's becoming that easy to get scrum penalties. And he's kicked it dead. Oh, my word. He's come off the side of his boot. He's kicked it dead. That's a disaster for the Bulls. Benningham saying, yeah, the game has very much started. Almost actually up to half time. Just 3 minutes left. KVVM saying, where's Pio Gianni? On the bench. So we'll hopefully see him later. Yeah, Bongi Manambi, they've had 2 stoppages for him, and he's going to go off now. He should have gone off a while ago, in fact. Ethan Best to Arch the Park, the 20-year-old. Going to be part of those alignment camps in a few weeks' time. So an opportunity now for him to get some more game time. Didn't probably expect to be on in the first half, but the big concern here for the Sharks, we're already having 19 players going into this unavailable, which 16 were injuries. They're now going into 2 front rows off. And it's an important part of the season, and they've conceded another penalty. So this is not going well at all. Bulls starting to turn the screws. Yeah, you can see Hono Yakos completely. He's absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Oh, he's missed it. He's gone for the poles to David Currie and he's missed it. And it's just dials Yao Pink. That's a big let off, actually, to be honest, from for the Sharks, because they've been under a lot of pressure, and that should have been 10 points apiece. I think the Bulls, with the dominance and with the thing, should have gone to the corner and just run about a bit more time down. So just under 2 minutes remaining. He's uncaught from the 22 dropout, looking to run it back. JF and here now. Good carry from him. Devin Williams. And he goes too long from Devin Williams into the hands of Jordan Hendrickson, rather. They also open the gap there. Come on, let's get this round going. We've got a minute. We've got 20 seconds left. Come on, let's go. I'm trying to see if we can get a try before half time. Down Probelar. Penalty advantage for the Bulls. Now ball in behind. And as we gather by Jordan Henderson, but they do have the penalty up for the Bulls. So opportunity still to go for, probably won't go for posts, I wouldn't imagine. There goes the siren, waiting for that to come on. They are going to go for relying on the Bulls. They have to. I don't think they can really rely on that. Good line of that from the Bulls. Big opportunity here. Can they find a bit of go forward ball? Now Markov starting under it. Now Volkolo, it's a big hit there on Instuka Tunu. Markov and Starden caught on the ball here. Not going anywhere fast here are the Bulls, but another penalty coming for them. Come on, the Bulls 5 meters out. Can they find a try, get themselves back from the lead for half time? With the man down as well. It'd be a really good effort if they do. They go to the back. Good work there. But straight down. Probably now pick up and go. Just short from corner roll. He's actually over the bar. This should be held up. Another penalty. Another penalty. And a yellow card. So 14 on 14. And Jason Jenkins will now go in. And I think the Bulls actually will be able to get their then back on the park here. In theory, they should be able to. Straight down once again. Cobble on now, pick up and go. Recipe looking at options. Goes to Mark of Verstaden. And they've lost it backwards, lost it forwards, have the Bulls. And that will be half time. Well, a very messy half, and not much between the two teams. They'll go into half time, 7 points to 10. Sharks up, but Sharks are the man in the bin. So, interesting times. Please don't go away. We'll be back very shortly. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. And we'll see you guys all in a little bit. Right, and we're back for the second half. A bit of a sketchy first half, I'm going to be brutally honest. Not a lot in it to be, it was a bit of a slow first half. But it's very, very tricky conditions in fairness. Very wet. Not a lot going on. So hopefully we're going to see a much improved second half because, yeah, if we have to watch another 40 minutes what we saw in the first half, it could be a long watch. And it's difficult to say which team is really much better. Sharks had all the dominance really, but couldn't really make it count. Then the Bulls had a good end to the first half, but again couldn't make it count. So Sharks have got a man in the bin. So let's see. I must actually update that. Let's see what that means really going forward. As Masuku returns the kick coming from Ambrose Pierre. It's a brilliant kick from that Masuku. Really, really good work that from him. And he's just outside 22 from being approved 22. So it's a really, really good kick there from CM Masuku. The question is, can the Shark continue to apply the pressure and maybe even try to score some points? 3 points to the advantage to David Creel, missing that kick towards the end of the first half, and then how many opportunities do they really need to try and score? But to be fair, the same can be said about the Sharks, in fairness. Both teams having very much opportunities to try and make things work. And a penalty coming for the Bulls. Bit of a talking to you from Vincent Tuka. On the referee base, just a little bit of a warning about the discipline from the Sharks. So Sharks down to 14 men, and under a little pressure to concede another man to the bin if they don't be careful. Villaroo now will kick further down the field and put them in a decent position. I think if the Bulls score first, I think that momentum will carry them through, to be honest. I think they've been so dominant at scrum time and so dominant at set piece time. I don't see how the Sharks can really, really find a response to it. And a bit of a messy line out. And under a bit of pressure at rack time here are the Bulls rather. And a penalty coming for the Bulls once again. That's what I'm saying. You just kind of feel like there's a momentum shift at the moment. And Bulls can just continue getting further and further down the park. And Roast appeared a little bit sore. So chuffed that he's gotten that call back to the alignment camp. I really, really do rate Roast appear, and I think he's been so consistent in the last year. It's actually really blowing my mind the fact that he hasn't been getting those chances and hasn't been getting involved in mock alignment camps and the likes of that, because I think he really fits the bill. So good to see that he has been given that chance, and really hope to see that the box can hopefully monitor him and see what he can actually bring. Another penalty advantage coming from the Bulls, and the Sharks' discipline is absolutely woeful. Now, Devin Williams gotten around Dale Peck. I know, in fact, Peck has done very well to gain him at and force the knock on, but I do think this could be yellow card number 2 because it's been far too many. Yeah, there is the second yellow card. We'll add it right now. Just far too many penalties being conceded by the Sharks, and they're down to 13 men. So corner roll. So both locks, actually, by the way. That's both locks for the Sharks off. Good luck having a line out now. If you are Vincent Tuka, you're going to be about to be very, very busy. Kobolars just short, and there it is. The pressure's always going to be too much, wasn't it? I mean, they've got two in the bin. They've been going after them from the pack for the entire last 20 minutes, and it eventually proves enough for the Bulls. You get the first try of the second half, and I think that's the momentum switch. I think it becomes very difficult for the Sharks to win the match from here. You've just felt like since they won that first scrum penalty, it kind of felt like that was the big moment. You know, that was the moment they've been waiting for to just kick into a different gear. And as soon as Trevor Nyakane went off, you felt, oh, hang on, you know, front row off against such a dominant Bulls scrum. How's that going to affect them? And then when Mbongi Manambi went off, you're thinking, oh, that's now potentially the line-out set piece. You've now got two locks in the bin. How do you cope? And the answer is you don't, really. So the Bulls get things going. And Creel unsuccessful with the conversion, so it'll remain at 12 points to 10. Oh, it's a big counter coming that. And the ball's gone loose here, and Yalpink there in an offside position. Yeah, silly. Should never have touched it, in all honesty. He was never going to be allowed to play that. Yeah, hands up. He knows he's in the wrong. And the only problem with having the times two is the fact that now we've lost our timer. So I'm not entirely sure when Cornell can come back on. Oh, sorry, Jason Jenkins can come back on. Good line at that from the Bulls. And the Rolling Moors getting momentum as well. Penalty advantage. Still going as Jordan Krobler. Still going the Bulls. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. They're still going. How's this for more? Jan Krobler, I mean, they've made about 40-odd meters. Back to Ambrose Pierre. To Villaroo. And lots of space. Long pass out wide on the angle to Devin Williams. Devin Williams cuts back inside. Not sure it's the right option. What a maul that was. Yeah, another penalty. And, oh no, it's number 3. It's yellow card number 3 for the Sharks. What an absolute disaster. And that's in Stuka. I mean, yeah. I mean, once Stuka's having a word with the referee, you're saying, Mr. Red, come on, surely. Yellow card number 3. That is quite something, in all honesty. I don't know how you don't get. I mean, down to 12 men. Yeah. 3 yellow cards. We can't have another one. I don't have a fourth yellow card to put up, just by the way. The fact that we've got 3, I think, is pretty impressive. I mean, that maul was quite something. Good sack this time. Ball's still on the front foot, though. Not low. Oh, Dube didn't expect that, but it's well taken by him. And, sorry, the third yellow card. So, corner rolls, Dacian Jacobs is back on. So, they're only down to 2 yellow cards now. And but not backwards, I think, is the call. Daniela saying, Bull supporter all the way from Denmark. Go, Bulls, go. Yeah, I think you're looking pretty good, to be fair. I think that the Bulls are starting to kick into gear. And with the discipline of the Sharks at the moment, I just don't see how they really come back. Yeah, Marius van der Vestes is having words with Vince Tuka and Percy Buthelezi saying, you guys have to try and sort this out because it's just not tenable. Right, a couple of changes here for the Bulls. Yeah, there goes your Hunt Crobbelar. And Peter Gamedi on for Marco van Staden. Big scrum here. Bulls get a penalty. And they can then kick themselves further down the park. I can find them over onto the park for Johan Crobbelar. Oh, it's a big push before they comes in, to be fair. I think the referee's going to have a reset, and fair enough. A little bit over eager there were the Bulls. I think the Sharks kind of hoping that they were going to maybe win a free kick from it. Just basically say they're pushing early, get a free kick, and not actually have to go into the scrum. Typical. I'm busy trying to sort things out, and we've got a phenomenal try here from the Sharks, by the way. Inside ball from Lorenzo Julius to Jordan Hendrickson, and against the grain of play, the Sharks are actually back in the lead. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to keep going here because we've got so many technical issues in the background I just need to try and sort out. But what a try that it is, and kick to come. Sharks in the lead, down to only one yellow card, and things could get a little bit interesting here. Just going to update that yellow card, try and see how long we can keep this going. But yeah, unfortunately, we've got internet issues, and I've got webcam issues as Jordan Hendrickson's kick goes down the left-hand side there. Good offload that is from Jason Jenkins. And then the offload came from Yapis Kakni. Lorenzo Julius, so much pace on that right-hand side. Ball back inside to Jordan Hendrickson. Really, really well worked in the end. And the Sharks, well, at one stage it looked like it was going to be one-way traffic. The Bulls have not capitalized at all. And, yeah, now all of a sudden it's kind of ominous sides. Put a Chamberlain on now to try and see off the rest of the game. Well. Could the Sharks have one last say in what's going to go on here? Still plenty of time, though. Plenty of time yet to play. Rosie comes back inside. It's a good carry there from JF van Heerden. Ambrose Pierre goes to run for Mark. Back to JF van Heerden. Very nice player, JF van Heerden. And a knock-on there coming from the referee. So just the one card at the moment. Right, I'm going to try and see if I can try and fix this this issue behind you. I'll be back very shortly. Apologies, people. This is not ideal, I know. I'll try to be back within the next few minutes. Sorry. Right, and we are back. Apologies, people, I'm having all the issues in the world, but ridiculous. And I was trying to get back before this. As it was coming in, my PC's still kind of a bit frozen. The Sharks are over, by the way. Tino Mavasera has put in a phenomenal individual effort over here. I mean, so turnover ball, Lorenzo Julius. In fact, it's actually Mavasera himself picks it up. Look, and the pace he has. He's gone 45 meters all the way into the corner. It's absolutely mental. How the Bulls are throwing this away, I do not know. I mean, I'm sitting there saying that the Sharks are done. Like the Bulls were winning all the scrums, were dominating. The Sharks were down to 12 men at a stage. And now they're potentially going to be 22 points to 12 up. Jake White is going to be under all sorts of pressure after this game. We are officially back, by the way. I have managed to sort the things out. Had to just sort a few programs out that were kind of almost making this crash. So apologies for that. We are back full time. We'll be able to see you through to the rest of the game. And yeah, goodness me, what a game we're witnessing over here. And that's just, I mean, that's your first try in URC rugby, and that is a proper first try. The drama. That's a good touch behind that from Masuku. All of a sudden, Sharks, I can't actually believe it. I can't believe it. I mean, obviously, been watching it, has been trying to sort of fix everything, but they were down and out, literally down and out, and now they are staring down. Well, Bulls staring down the barrel of a shock loss, and the Sharks are a try away from getting a bonus point win. They were down to 30 men at a stage. For the Bulls. Can they hit back? To be fair, Bulls score a converted try and they go back to win 3 points. So with 11 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go, to be fair, almost on the dot, it's all still to play for. Bruce Chamberlain goes. That's a nice little angle there for Devin Williams up to Sturgill Pearson down the right. He comes back inside. And turnover ball now for the Sharks. Henderson comes away with it. Back to see Masuka. Masuka goes to the boot. And it's been knocked over. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's gone back to the Sharks. Every single bounce of the ball now seems to be going their way as well. I mean, 3 cards and the Bulls got nothing from it, eh? 3 cards. I mean, it's good defense from the Sharks, but that is horrendous. I don't care how good defense it is. Oh, I'm now almost getting through the gap. I don't care how good the defense is. That you should never, ever be not scoring points with a 3-person advantage. That's not still kicking behind. And Ethan Hooker's going to put it through. Has he got the pace? Not quite. But Chamberlain's going to get there first. Gives it back aside. Devin Williams. Sharks. I think the referee might have actually... Nope. They're going to go have the line out. I'm quite speechless, to be honest, about how bad the Bulls have been to not be winning this game. It's like genuinely mind-blowing kind of stuff. WLK going off to Jake White, saying, Jake White, you genius, let's go, Jake. Yeah, he's only going to be under a lot of pressure now. Look, they're still well above that in the top. And that win-loss, I mean, I don't know how. They fluked a win. That's the only other way to say it. Last week, they fluked a win against the Stormers. And now they're going to be... I mean, they had lost last weekend. They could have been very in big trouble. Because take away last weekend's win, and they'd be sitting on 31 points. And... yeah, I got a game in hand in fairness, but Sharks would actually have overtaken them had they lost last game and in this game as well. So, whilst officially he's still well ahead on the table, the Bulls have not looked good in recent times, and there'll be a lot of worrying signs. And that, like that, where they've just completely jumped into each other. The ball's come back to Jarl Penkler, who's just picked it up and died. I mean, it's a comedy of errors. That kind of sums it up. And that's the bonus point try for the Sharks as well, by the way. Anything that can go wrong is going wrong for the Bulls. This has been quite remarkable. This is bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. I mean, look at this. How? How have they done this? Oh, no. It's just, I mean, I think it's Dylan Williams has collided with Sergio Peterson. They've knocked the ball backwards. And Jarl Penkler has literally just picked it up and gone, thanks. That is a early Christmas present if you're ever going to see it. And Masuku adds the extras. No issue for him. I don't see how this gets any worse for the Bulls, in all honesty. I mean, Sharks... Wolfie making a good point. Say Sharks don't even have their full team. Look, neither do the Bulls. Also missing quite a few players. But Sharks had 19 players unavailable. 19. And they've still managed to do this. Now, Pilo Gamede on the left-hand side trying to make amends. Zach Berger over the top, just doesn't stay in. Not a bad idea though, that from Zach Berger. I'm trying to find an excuse here for the Bulls. I can't think of anything. This is not a good Shark side. Yes, still plenty of box in it, but not nearly the kind of quality that you expect from a Shark side. Now Berger to the right-hand side. The Bulls trying desperate to hit back. They're going to have to go a try and something just to get a losing bonus point at this stage. The Bulls could be leaving their home ground with absolutely nothing. Penalty advantage, I think, from the Bulls, or they're just saying get back on the side. $10 points for the Bulls to try and get a losing bonus point. They've got to score and they've got to have another kickoff. 2 tries will get them there, and a converted try as well as a 3-pointer. Shuttle Peterson just short. Berger short and Pilo Gamede. Lots of patience being shown by the Bulls. Now Zamkar finds a half a gap. We saw the Stormers come back late to get a bonus point out of the game. Can the Bulls? Yeah, that's Devin Williams will go to Sergio Peterson. In fact, there's a lot of shots players coming. Devin Williams goes, he's left behind the Gianti. How has he done that? How has he done that? Oh, no, he's gone. Has he? What's gone on there? The way he pulled up there, Gianti, I looked like his hamstring had gone. was very, very weird. Yeah, he's down here, Pure Gianti. I think his hamstring's gone here. The way he pulled up there, it looked like his hamstring had definitely gone. I'm very confused. All very strange. I mean, he's still on, so obviously not as bad as initially expected, but I mean, he was running and then he basically like faltered. Anyway, Bull's still on the front foot here, desperately searching for a try as well as time for a kickoff. And they're just struggling to find any. And Kroblov there, as I said, trying to find some space in behind. They eventually breaks the line. Johan Kroblov, the one that does it. Too late for a win, but potentially bonus point could still be on here for the Bulls. And that's really all they're playing for. I mean, to invite the Sharks, a weakened Sharks to Loftus, and to then lose in this fashion is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Oh dear. As I said, you look at their log position and there's no panic stations whatsoever. But there's more that meets the eye, in all honesty. And I think that Jake White's going to have to... Yeah, I see. Dante is down and getting treatment. I think that's his hamstring gone. Now he's back onto his feet. He is limping, though. Now, Gianti's off. Yeah, I said that. Like, the minute he still felt like that, I thought that's hamstring. And it is indeed. Yeah, that looked bad as well. That looked like a proper. You see the way. Oh, actually no, it's not as. It's almost like his boot gets caught in the ground. Actually, that's what happens. We finally seen the replay. That's bizarre. Alakanya just puts it in behind. They just want to manage the game now, do the Sharks. They've got the bonus point. They would have arrived just looking for a win, maybe even just 2 losing bonus points with the injury list they have. The fact that they're going to be leaving with a winning bonus point win, I mean that's just mental, absolutely mental. I mean, credit to the Sharks, woeful from the Bulls. I think Jake White's going to have a tough press conference coming up here. You'd love to see what the excuse, or not even the excuse, but just what he has to say. I mean, you look at this as a team, and you think that it's so unacceptable, really. The Sharks managing the game yet. They've got a penalty advantage. They do go to the penalty as well. Just tap and put it out, boys. You've done the job here, really. There's nothing else to play for. The Bulls completely outplayed. Mavazir has been given the player of the match. I mean, what a moment for the youngster. And that is the game. I'm actually pretty speechless, to be honest, at how bad the Bulls were. Sharks, I mean, heroic performance. It has to be said, heroic performance. But for the Bulls to lose that is something special and not in a good way at all. At all. Over 53.5 points. Let's do the quick maths here. 9. No, I don't think so. It's just short of 50 points. So unfortunately not. But anyway, people, thank you very much for joining me. It's been a long game. A long afternoon of rugby. Very interesting. 2 upsets, I'd say, to a certain degree. And that is it. Please let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well.